I mean, I've been on a couple of meetings. I wouldn't even call them dates.
Meetings.
It feels like a job interview when you're like going to meet somebody. I met this one dude. This is right before the pandemic, and he spoke the whole time. It was 30 minutes.
Do that. Oh my God.
Can you imagine though, somebody, not talking?
What was he talking about?
For any time I had to talk, he was talking about coronavirus.
Oh God, the whole time.
What
was he saying? What was he saying?
He was like, see, the problem is, he's like, it's not that bad. It's just a flu. But the problem is that our medical system can't actually take that's why we have to flatten the curve. We have to flatten the curve. And it's like, blah, 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 blah. And he was going in systems.
How was his haircut? I'm trying to picture this guy.
You know, like douchey frat boy haircut. Well, like he had product in his hair.
Okay.
You know, kind of like.
What were his sides? Was this clean? Was he faded? Was it clean cut? Was there?
It was clean. He was very dorky. You know, we met for like a happy hour in rivernorth.
Okay.
Because I live in the douche epicenter, and I had to go. Like I already had my out planned. You know, I'm like from 8:30 to 9. I have to be at a show. It was my last live comedy show before everything pivoted into Zoom comedy or whatever, you know, and I was like looking at the clock. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go, and there's a happy hour happening, and he's like, do you want a cocktail? I'm like, no, I'm kind of good. I just drink whiskey neat and red wine. I don't like anything in it, messing it up. And he's having his happy hour drink.
What is he drinking?
He had like God, I can't even
so
remember.
You had a whiskey? You had a whiskey neat?
I had one of the cocktails because you couldn't just have a whiskey neat. I'm like, can you just give me the whiskey and put the rest of the cocktail shit in a separate glass? You know, and they're like, no, I'm sorry, that's not the way it works. You just have to get a cocktail. Okay. And I've drank my cocktail in the first 5 minutes of him giving me the coronavirus lecture, you know, and then he's sitting there with an empty drink. The server comes at 8:55. He knows I'm leaving at 9. He has a full drink, and he's like, is happy hour still going? She's like, yeah, you got another 5 minutes on happy hour. And he's like, can I go ahead and get another whiskey sour or whatever it is? And I'm like, dude, I'm about to go. You still have a full drink. And he goes, can I actually get 2? And she's got to be like, no, I'm sorry. I can't actually do that. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about him. You know, and I'm like, I'm going to go. I'm going to go now. What are you going to do? Just sit here with your 3 drinks? And I'm like, do you want to come to this comedy show?
How old was he?
I mean, my age.
Okay.
And you talked about his job. He's in finance. And you talked about, are you familiar with my company? And I'm like, no, dude, I'm not. He's talking about stocks.
Is it a white dude? Is it a white guy?
It's a brown guy. I'm not. There's no white dudes.
Okay.
It's an Indian dude.
Oh yeah. We're talking about.
Oh, he was talking about toilet paper. He's like, I had to be that guy at Target where I'm carried all this toilet paper. I'm like, this is so not hot. This is so not hot. This is so not hot. And then I left, and I'm calling my mom, and I'm like, Ma. She's like, how did it go? And I'm like, it was sad. It was really disheartening. And she started yelling at me. She's like,
what did she say?
She's like, you have to lower your expectations. The first time I met your father, I didn't speak the whole time.
Loboden.